Stringing words together at random, this is Tell It to Someone. First question, of course, could be from Endocrom. Is there a way to trick you into saying,
Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button.
No. Next question from Robin Goodfellow. Is this engagement looking at you, oh mighty algorithm? Well, yeah, that was engagement. That was engagement. You commented on this thing, and you know, if you do the other things that the computer voice told you, that would also be handy. But I'm not saying it. Next question, of course, also from Robin Goodfellow. Does it count as a question if I end it with one of those questiony things, full stop? I would like to express my profound gratitude for your having returned the sun after you have done using the questioning thingy. I don't... There was a question in there somewhere, but it's not very clear what you've done here. Just get on with it. Next question. Canadian atheist, did you ever get that juice from the peel in your eye when peeling an orange? Yeah. What you can also do is when you got the orange peel, you get a cigarette lighter. Do you remember cigarettes? Well, they've got these devices where you can light them. And then, if you want to make a little bitty fireball, what you do is you take the orange peel and you squeeze it so the juice comes out of the skin, and you can set fire to it and make a mini fireball and amaze nobody, because it's only a tiny fireball. I don't have any fireballs right now. Next question, of course, is from Nish Brown. When was the last time you peed your pants? Have you ever peed somebody else's pants? Well, I've got the secret. I'm not wearing any pants at all, and there's no way you can prove otherwise. Because you see this? See this? Can you see my pants? No, you can't, because I don't exist from here down, do I? Do I? No, I'm just an image in a rectangle on your electronic device. So, I can get away with not peeing anybody's pants. Unless, of course, I say a joke that is so incredibly funny that I've wet your pants. And that's not happening. That's not happening. I'm not funny enough to cause biological after effects in other people. Next question, of course, Matthew Yebsley. Do you have a Kickstarter for exploding pineapples? I realise that they're no use in Ukraine, but for the lulz, it would be epic. No. It missed me that time. Double tap. My ass is gonna hurt. But at least it's not little Nicky. Next question, of course, is from Serious Mind. Do the pieces actually fit? Well, you know, there's pieces. Some of them fit, some of them don't, and you know, and as long as it works, then that's the main thing, I suppose. But you know, it's not like it's they just gave me song lyrics last week, and I didn't know what I could do with it. So yeah. Serious Mind asks, what would Australians do if they found out they're up over and not down under? Yeah, we always knew that. We've always been in the top of the world. And, you know, we're just like we because this is a spherical-ish, more like an oblate spheroid, but because we are that kind of planet, everywhere that's away from the center of the Earth is up for reasons. So this is I'm on the top of the world now, and now our secret's out. We can't. It makes absolutely no essential difference, because everywhere is, even if you are on your side of the planet, you're also on top of the world. In fact, I could put a piece of bread on the ground, and if somebody goes to the other side of the planet near the Azores and puts a slice of bread on the ocean, because the exact opposite side of the planet is in the ocean off the Azores, then we can have a planet sandwich, and we can all do nothing about it because it's too big for us to eat. Next question. And and if you do that, then at the other end it might be a bit unpleasant for everybody involved if you have to poo a planet. Next question. I know. I've tried. Next question, of course, is from Stubwubs. Question. I see that you obviously ignored and skipped my question from your last video. If I was a real human, I would have been offensive, but I had classified it as an attack helicopter, and I've decided to ask you the most convoluted question I can think of. Ahem. Could you please tell me the correlation between the melting point of chocolate, the mating rituals of flamingos, and the number of stars in the Andromeda Galaxy, and how does it relate into the probability of a monkey randomly typing the complete works of William Shakespeare on the typewriter at one sitting? Of course, well, I mean, the melting point of chocolate, I mean, it's about 32 to 38 degrees or something, depending on what room temperature is and how the not the distilling, what's the fermentation process has gone on, and how savagely conched the actual chocolate liquor was, and then, so that's one variable, and the second variable is, of course, the mating rituals of flamingos, which they tend to do is the male flamingos go around and parade throughout the flock, and when they parade throughout the flock, they're doing their little dance, which goes, and they go up and down. Sometimes they go left and right, and sometimes they get some, and sometimes they don't get some. And because they don't mate for life, they've got to do this each and every year. And sometimes they get lucky on that year, and sometimes they don't get lucky. The next part of the question is, of course, the number of stars in the Andromeda Galaxy. Well, the number of stars in the Andromeda Galaxy, I don't know, I haven't counted them, but it's a lot of them, and probably, it's gonna take a lot of time to actually count them if you're not a computer and you've got a really, really good telescope. If you don't have a really good telescope, you won't be able to count any. And then of course, there's a monkey randomly typing the complete works of Shakespeare on a typewriter in one sitting. And well, if you have an infinite amount of monkeys, an infinite number of typewriters, what you're going to have? They're not going to type. They're not going to be interested. They've got a whole bunch of other monkeys in the room, don't they? So what they're going to do is they're going to throw an infinite amount of monkey shit and whatever they're feeding the monkeys, like bananas or whatever. They're not going to be interested in typing. They've got other things to do. Maybe they'll throw the typewriter or something, but you're going to have an infinite amount of paper and typewriter ribbon too. Have you actually thought through this problem? Have you? Have you really? Have you? Have you? I don't think you have you? No, you haven't, because I know this, because I've thought out the problem much more than you have, and I have broken my brain yet again. Oh, don't drink the green. Oh, that's it to tell someone for this week. If you would like to ask me a question, of course, the question asking place is in below my picture, my image on this video, unless you are watching on a different mobile device, of course, or a desktop device, or whatever you know. I don't know. I don't know, and I'm not judging. Okay, I'm just not. Or you can answer this dovetail question, which is in front of my face as we speak, which is, of course, something that I'm asking you in order to increase my engagement. Okay, so I'm dangerously talented, and I don't have a cool sign-off. I'm supposed to do something now, like turn off the camera in an amusing way. Nope.